reach the verdict.
Okay, here's the my reaction to the Conrad Murray trial verdict.
Face the flag of the United States of America, recognizing the principles for which it stands.
I hope guilty. My TV is right there.
The Honorable Michael E. Pastor, Judge presiding. Please be seated.
Guilty, guilty, guilty.
This is the case of People versus Conrad Robert Murray, case SA 073164. Dr. Murray is present in court with counsel, Mr. Chernoff, Mr. Flanagan, Mr. Gorgian. The people by counsel, Mr. Walgren and Ms. Brazil. All alternates are present. All regular members of the jury are present. To everybody, good afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I am advised that the jury has reached a verdict. Who is the foreperson of the jury? Juror number 3? Thank you, sir. Is that in fact correct?
Yes, it is.
The jury has reached a verdict.
Yes, sir.
Has the jury, through the foreperson, signed the appropriate verdict form?
Yes, sir.
Do you have all the verdict forms with you?
Yes.
Could you provide the verdict forms to Deputy Jones, who will then present them to me?
He killed Michael Jackson. You don't kill the king of pop and get away with it. I never ever believed that Michael Jackson was guilty of child molestation. I want to say that right now.
The date of the alleged incident, it was written June 9th, 2009.
But I do believe that Conrad Murray is guilty
corrected that to June 25th. You put a
of what he
2-5
is
and you
accused
put
of.
some squigglies after that?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. I review the verdict form, which now I will pass to Mrs. Benson, the court clerk. Mrs. Benson will publish the verdict.
I'm gonna read it. Here it is.
Superior Court of California, Los Angeles County. The people of the state of California plaintiff versus Conrad Robert Murray, defendant. Case number SA 073164. Title of court and cause. We, the jury in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Conrad Robert Murray, guilty of the
Yes!
crime of involuntary manslaughter.
Yes!
In violation of Penal Code Section
Yes!
192,
Yes!
subsection
Yes!
B. Alleged victim, Michael
Yes!
Joseph Jackson. Alleged date of June 25th, 2009. As charged in count 1 of the information.
Yes!
This 7th day of November
Yes!
2011. Four-person juror ID number 145.
Justice for Michael!
Is this your verdict? Is this your individual and personal verdict? So say you won, so say you all.
All jurors indicating the affirmative.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you whether this is your individual and personal verdict.
Oh, thank
I'm going to
God.
be asking you
Yes.
individually if
Yes.
this is correct. If it is your individual and personal verdict, say yes. If it
Yes.
is not your individual and personal verdict, say no. Is this your individual and personal verdict, Juror 1?
Yes, sir.
Juror 2?
Oh, God.
Juror 3?
Yes.
Juror 4?
Yes, sir.
Juror 5? Juror 6? Juror 7?
Yes.
Juror 8?
Yes.
Juror 9?
Yes.
Juror 10? Juror number 11?
Yes.
Juror 12?
Yes, sir.
All jurors having indicated the affirmative, the court clerk is directed to record the verdict. Do counsel waive further reading of the verdict as recorded? Mr. Walden?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Chernoff?
Yes.
Thank you. Ladies and
Yes,
gentlemen of the jury,
yes,
I now read
yes.
to you final instructions upon discharge of jurors.
Guilty,
You now have
yes.
completed your jury service on this case. On behalf of all of the employees of the Los Angeles Superior Court and the parties in this case and others involved in this case, please accept my thanks for your time and effort. Throughout this trial, I have admonished each of you not to discuss anything about this case with anyone other than a fellow juror during deliberations in the jury room. That order is lifted and vacated, which means that from now on, you have the absolute right either to discuss or not to discuss
Justice has
anything about
been
this case
done.
with anyone else.
Justice
If
has
you
been
want to
served.
talk about the case, that decision is appropriate. If you do not want to talk about this case, the decision is appropriate. The decision is yours and yours alone. I repeat, the decision is yours and yours
Yes.
alone. I remind you that under California law, you must wait at least
Conrad
90
Murray
days
is the
before
man who killed
negotiating
Michael
or
Jackson.
agreeing to accept
He has been
any
found
payment
guilty by a jury
or
of his
benefit
peers.
in exchange for providing any information about the case. Let me advise you of some rules the law puts in place for your
We
convenience
have justice
and protection.
for Michael.
The lawyers in this case, the defendant or their representatives, now may talk to you about the case, including your deliberations or verdict.
Yes.
Those discussions must occur at a reasonable time and place, and only with your consent. Please immediately report to the court
And he's still
any
putting on that
unreasonable
sad
contact
face.
made without your consent by the
He
lawyers
should have
in
thought
this
about
case,
that before he
the
did it.
defendant or their representatives. A lawyer, defendant, or representative who violates these rules violates a court order and may be fined. I hereby order that the court's record of personal juror identifying information,
Yes.
including names, addresses, and telephone numbers, be sealed until further order of this court. If in the future the court is asked
Thank
to decide
God.
whether this
Yes.
information will be released,
Justice
notice will
for
be
Michael.
sent to any juror whose information